Next week marks the 50th anniversary of the fall of Saigon. That fateful event ended the Vietnam War and is now studied in history classes. ABC 7 News reporter Suzanne Fawn visited a museum where that history is still very much alive.
Tucked into a corner of History Park in San Jose is a labor of love, a museum that began as a collection of artifacts about the Vietnam War and the people who fled after the fall of Saigon. So this is a very special place, isn't it?
Yes, it just brings tears to me every time I see it.
Quinn Tran is the current president of the Viet Museum.
To me, it's the soul of the Vietnamese American community here.
The museum has a broad collection of relics, from military uniforms to the suit worn by the last president of South Vietnam.
Each artifact is a story in itself.
Like these compasses used to guide fishing boats full of fleeing refugees, or fragments of a South Vietnamese plane that was shot down. The plane was found years later by the pilot's relative.
She saw the little part of the airplane sticking out from the mud.
Among the artifacts that were dug up, the pilot's watch. Some items mirror Tran's family history. Her brother was imprisoned in a re-education camp like the one depicted on this wall. A small bucket brings back painful memories.
They call the fountain of blood. So this is what they carry as food or even their own blood, because that's protein.
The museum was the dream of Vũ Văn Lộc, a former Vietnamese army colonel who fled to San Jose and founded the Immigrant Resettlement and Cultural Center. It opened in 2007, the first of its kind in the country.
This is where you learn more about your root, why people come here, and why we should together tell our stories.
Stories that made front-page headlines, but were very personal to those involved.
It's just looking at this page, it just brings back to those uncertain days with a lot of darkness and a lot of loneliness and fear.
Dee Tran is a former San Jose Mercury News reporter. He was 12 when he left Saigon with his family the day before it fell.
April 30th, 1975 was the day that we lost everything. We lost our homeland, our home, our identity, our essence, you know. But then again, we also gained everything by being able to be here, to enjoy the peace and the freedom.
The exterior of the museum includes monuments, statues, and replicas of the refugee boats. A lot of people don't understand the size of the boat that people had to escape on.
Just imagine this boat would probably take in 80, 100 people, and a lot of them didn't make it.
The United Nations estimated 200,000 Vietnamese refugees who fled by boat drowned in the 4 years after the fall of Saigon.
Caused still, I think, a lot of trauma to this day for a lot of people.
When we left the country, we never knew what awaited us. There was a lot of sacrifice.
The museum reflects the sacrifice and the resilience of the Vietnamese community.
We can rise, we can love, and we can heal. But we should not forget.
In San Jose, Suzanne Fawn, ABC 7 News.
So many powerful stories. The museum is currently closed to the public while the board of directors resolve some internal issues, but the museum is organizing a special ceremony to remember the fall of Saigon at the Santa Clara County Government Building. That event is Sunday from 1 to 3 p.m.